Omaui is a tiny little community on the south coast. I believe it's the only north-facing beach in Southland. About 30 houses and probably about 30 residents. We have a lovely area of native bush and still have a reasonable population of tuis and bellbirds and kiruru. We still have lizards here, believe it or not, and native insects.
The group at Omaui have been working for a number of years now to improve the values, the natural values around their community at Omaui. And they've made real progress with that over the last few years. It's very pleasing to see.
We seem to be doing pretty well with pest control. That's possums, stoats, rats. But we have another problem here, and it's cats. There's a lot of feral cats in the bush here. There's a few domestic cats around here, and because we're at the end of an isolated road, people quite like to dump their unwanted cats out here straight into the bush where they've got plenty to eat apparently. We get quite upset when we find piles of kiruru feathers in the village here.
Well, we suggested that we might be able to do something through the review of our regional pest management plan, which is more or less underway now. They could, as a small community group, elect to have a special area created around their areas of importance, around the reserves they're protecting, whereby there were certain rules about the keeping and management of cats.
Basically that means that feral cats should be controlled, cat colonies removed, and that domestic cats be microchipped, registered and not replaced on death.
Now, as far as we know, this hasn't been done before, but the legislation allows that to be done, providing the community are in favour of it. So what we're suggesting is that the community will put a proposal to Environment Southland through a consultation process, and if we can come up with a plan that meets the various legislative requirements, then it could mean that there'll be certain rules around the keeping of cats in that area.
We realise that it's not the fault of the cats. Cats just do what cats do. They hunt, they catch and they kill. Educating of owners, cat owners, about their responsibilities towards the environment, our wildlife and other people is the key to this.
And if we can get people to change their attitudes from just letting their cats go as they go where they like, eat what they like, to be more responsible about them, and this is the case with dog owners now, then we think that changing the behaviour of cat owners through these measures will help.
There's quite a lot of support out there for our ideas, including from people that own cats. If your group is trying to do this, try not to alienate cat owners and include them in discussions, but keep at it and don't be put off by doubting Thomases and bureaucracy. Any barriers put in your way, just keep going.
We have access to certain resources and powers and tools which we can use for the benefit of the community. So we see that as a fairly logical way of doing things. It might seem a bit radical to some people, but the tools are there, so we should use them.